Happy Monday. It's a little after 5. I can't tell you what time it is because my watch is charging. Well, yeah, feels weird. I actually got most of the tan line gone from vacation. Just a quick touch base. Got a couple projects going on, as you know. Enigma here. Lost. Freaking. The stupid threaded thing broke off. And it's my first time. But even us guys, I wouldn't even consider myself a veteran, but somebody that's been in the game a little while. Still, there's certain things I've never done. I did not know that these things came off as simple as they do. Let's see here. So you got some motor screws. You got a little tiny washer. And somewhere in there it is. I have to look, not through my phone here. There it is. Where the hell? There it is. Jeez. Little thing. That could be tricky. I could see how people would lose those things because you just get it. It would want to fling off. Mine happened to just kind of pop and stay to the side. But, I got that off. I got a bell on the way here. I actually have a motor, wherever I put that. But I'm going to keep this as a backup for the price that they went down to 15 bucks. So I have another beautiful one of these. So I don't have to dismember this. This will just stay put in case something comes up. And yeah. So that's what it looks like with it off and decapitated. I just don't understand how that happens. And there was no pressure. I mean, it didn't get stuck while I was tightening it down. I wasn't even all the way down. It's just weird. But yeah, it comes off. You pull the little thing, and then it feels like it's attached. It's because of the magnets for the new guys. The magnets and the other piece here that they... let's see. I don't even know the technical term. This is the stator, but, you know, it's obviously magnets that run around that, and it's stuck down. So you do a little tiny pry, and boom, it comes right off. So that was solved. What else? My buddy Mike. This is his first quad build, and it is a very, very fantastic first quad build. Love the antenna. Mike, if you're watching this, instead of talking to me when you get it back, so it'll be a surprise. I put a little bit of heat shrink on these to keep them up in the air and to protect them from if you fall down and hit these, it won't break as easy. I had to shave, unfortunately, the bottom half of this. There's still strength in here. You know, you go nose down, it's going to break stuff regardless. But these plates you can get replaced, or I'm going to look for other ones. But the way that the frame's set up, and then in this camera, it won't fit with the screw holes into these because there's too big of a gap. And I didn't have the long enough screws to run in there and then put bushings or some form of an isolator in there. But what I did was I just shaved it out, and then I have access to these for adjustment. And he was having problems with vibration within the camera. That, you know, I flew it. He had me test it out, and the camera was just completely shaking. So I took the back off the camera, and the whole board is completely loose. It's not plugged into the back where it sits inside here and locked down. So I took some pieces of foam. There's my cat. I'm a cat sitting with me. This is actually used for speakers to put, you know, when you put them in your door to isolate them. It's a little bit of foam. It's not super high dense, but it works perfect. I took a couple little pieces of those. I put them right onto the board where there was, you know, no heat sink type stuff, so it doesn't get hot, and then push the back on, screw it down. Should be problem solved. I won't know until I get his remote and we do a test flight, but he should be back up in the air. He'll be very, very happy. He's got the lumenier props on there. He did some blue wire looms. I like what he did with this. It's super cool. I like how the antenna matches there. So his is fixed. I hopefully will have time, depending on if the power stays on. There's a huge, nasty batch of thunderstorms coming through, and I want to finish soldering, redoing the ground point on the catalyst, and get that fixed so I can get that back up in the air. I got some flights and stuff that I want to do. Yeah, destroyed pink motor. It's more of a trophy now. I'll put it back up here. We were talking, my fellow friend Ed, Love My Drones, about this crazy stunt thing that I've been working on and trying to come up with a funny name for it. The one I've already discussed, you know, where you go out sideways in mid-flight and then rotate around. I want to come up with a fun name for it and get you guys all trying it, those that are comfortable and not afraid to destroy stuff, because yeah, it could be a ground pounder for sure, especially if you're not high enough or get out of it right. You won't be facing the direction that you want to, or you just push yourself like I do, and shit happens. And it's freaking pouring. I doubt you guys can hear that, but it is freaking pouring. The cat's actually not harassing me this time. She's sitting there. So that's what's new on the table. Lumenier motor should be fixed. I should see the bell Thursday, I think. So that will be done and get this guy back up in the air. And I'm continually tweaking the tune because I'm dumbing this one down to not be snappy and really fast on the flips and stuff. It's going to be my cinematic rig. And I liked how it flew when I did slow flow. I still get a little bit of jello, and that could be just like maybe a filter would get rid of that. It's just the way that this thing is. I don't have anything that's hard mounted. I use that crazy Sherlock grip tape style Velcro on here, and I found it significantly better. But there just might be some form of vibration. And it's weird how, you can't really see it with the light. Let me see if I can put it up. No, that doesn't work. That's better, okay. So this kind of gets sandwiched, this piece, into here. It doesn't actually get hard bolted down. I did use a tiny, tiny piece of hot glue in between those two sections to try to eliminate some of the gap that it had. And it got better, but it's just a weird design where it's not hard screwed down, if that makes any sense. And then with the Sherlock style tape, you still get a little bit of movement back and forth, but you need a little bit. You need something to absorb some of the movement that's going on. But I mean, I am not a professional on any standard. I won't even touch that. I put my content out as an amateur guy, you know, so you're going to get a little bit of jello. The color might not be right, or I overdo it trying to mess around with stuff. But you know, that's part of the breaks. I am not going out and getting paid to do this, so I don't have, you know, if you want like the bigger GoPros make unbelievable better quality video. But for this form factor and, you know, for the thrill ride that you get when you see the videos and stuff, you know, I sit back and I watch my videos, honestly, and, you know, critique myself to see, you know, jello, color, should I transition it there, whatnot, just to, you know, so I can grow and learn from my own mistakes. I enjoy my own videos, and I would not put them out if I didn't think they were good. And obviously, you know, art is subjective, so somebody could hate it to death to the point of having the thumbs down it and talk shit, and then somebody could really, really like it. That's just art for you. But I like to leave it imperfect, you know, because you're going to have those things. And all you guys that are out there trying to get the perfect footage, and it's got to be super smooth, and there can't be any jello, dude, don't lose track of flying and the hobby and the passion that you have. Don't overwhelm yourself. And that's where I took a step back and I just went, you know what? I'm just going to make sure it's secured to the point. If I have a little bit of a bend in a prop and they're giving a little bit of jello, I'm going out and I'm going flying. I'm going to post the video because I want to share it with you guys. I'm pointing that way. You just enjoy this hobby. Don't lose track with all of these crazy things that are, you know, all the big guys out there are going and doing and pushing. And, you know, all of us little guys we're the backbone of this hobby. We are the ones that are keeping it going. We are the ones helping one another and sharing our videos and commenting and, you know, suggesting how to fix things. That's us, not them. They're getting paid to do it, and I feel some of them, and I won't put any names out there, have lost track of what this hobby means. You know, the passion in your heart when you walk with your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and you're doing some romantic thing, and then you see this little tiny gap in a bush or in a library, the little gap in the books, and you go, honey, I could shoot that gap. You know, that's the passion that some of us have that doesn't ever go away. We're constantly thinking about flying, and I don't ever want to lose that, so I am not going to nitpick the small little things when it comes to this hobby. You know, do your flight, have fun editing it, learn from it, put something out there that inspires somebody else. That's what we're here to do. I do it for myself, and it makes me happy. It is my therapy, but it brings joy to other people. I answer questions to help other people to grow, to find the right equipment. That's my core reason for being here. And I thank all of you that are supporting. I'm almost to 1,000. I'm under 200 now. And the YouTube taking away subscribers, it's just nonsense. I'll lose like 4 a day, then it'll come back up 6. And so I'm somewhere around 210. Just somewhere. But, yeah, I gotta get ready. Mama's coming home from a doctor's appointment and gonna go to Big Y, get some grinders. I am starving and exhausted. First day back from vacation. I am definitely not in wanting to work mode. I want to be sitting on a beach floating somewhere still. I don't know. Oh, I didn't have them. Did I have them packed? I don't remember if I showed these in the video. They got a cool little sparkle that you're not going to get. Let me see if I can focus it in there. Oh, there's thunder.
Am I pissing you off, Fafa?
Oh, that's my dad texting. These are the 5047s. 5048, somewhere around there. So they're not as aggressive as my faves. There's my faves. That's the 5051s. So these are the 5048s, 47s, something like that. I must have screwed up and got gold, but I'm going to go with it. You know, when you say your flight is priceless, the gold, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with it. But yeah, these still, I think, are the most badass looking props on the planet. I still like how they fly. Not every motor likes them. You know, not every rig's going to like them. The Catalyst digs them. That's my stomach, Jesus. They just make your bird stand out. And like I said, depending on your flight style, if you're full tilt, non-stop the entire time, you're probably going to burn something up because they do amp draw a little bit more, but that's not my flight style. Even in some of my aggressive stuff. Even my aggressive stuff isn't considered aggressive, but whatever. Straight gold, so you can be flossing, you know, rocking your chain with some cool props. So on that note, let me get the house gear. I'm out. Any questions, you know where to find me.